Good evening, YouTube. Bought a selfie stick. Look at this view behind me. Now the wind's not too bad today, so we're just going to film a few bits and bobs. I hope you can hear me quite well. But as you know, my YouTube channel, it's about spiritual development and spiritual growth. And I was recently watching a video today about body jumping and things like that. Certain entities, they have the ability, they can jump bodies and things like this. I'm in the beginnings of YouTube filming, as you can tell. I'm a complete novice to all these sorts of things. But yeah, so I'll just film whatever I need to, and you know, this thing is actually amazing. I feel like doing a review on a goddamn selfie stick. Spent a lot of time in isolation and not seeing other people and things like that. I've noticed a lot of people on YouTube have started to put videos up about certain things related to these sorts of psychological things, or so I thought I'd you know, document my own and things like that. But as I've been going through my spiritual enlightenment, I just never thought anything would happen along these lines. Seen a lot of very strange things happening, and coming to understand a lot more about myself. Been around these energy vampires for years, a very long time, and you know, just found out a bit about myself and club somebody together, and eventually it's like they sort of take away your own sense of self and things like this. So, you know, over time you come to learn more about yourself, certain things you like doing or what you don't like doing, but as time goes on, we you know, find that you get to do and see things which, you know, other people won't really get to do. But you know, if you've been involved in those relationships or anything like that, just go about life, do certain things that you like doing, and take your time, and just grab a selfie stick out of nowhere and just go and start filming yourself and not give a toss, because too many people in the world, they give a shit about too much about what other people think of them, all these opinions, and it just gets a bit daunting. And I feel like a lot of people are probably getting a bit fed up with the situation in itself. So you know, there's a lot you can do about it at the minute, but I suppose if we have enough people which come together on the channel, and they can understand like certain things about you know, spiritual warfare and things like that, and there's more and more people keep coming out about certain things they've been through. But you'll find in life, it's like people just see you doing this, then like nobody really cares. It's I don't know, to be honest. Just I mean, it's a wicked day. Like, look at this. But one thing I come to understand is being in your own presence or your own 5D or anything like that. If you're chosen one or anything, you have a specific assignment on this planet to follow and correlate certain things and be put in certain positions to carry out certain roles. And God will sort of assign you on certain things, because a lot of the places in my life I ended up, I never really planned. I never wanted to be there particularly. How I got there in the first place, I have no idea. There was not really a whole lot of planning, but you know, we as human beings all search for some form of abundance, but really in reality, you know what I mean, the abundance is within ourselves and what we look for as people. And everybody's different. There's abundance in many ways. There's an abundance of food, there's an abundance of money, there's an abundance of health, leisure, there's an abundance of peace. You know, if you've got your 9 to 5 and you have to work every day and to pay your bills, and you've got your bills, or bills, to have a bit of peace and ability to sort of push that to one side is abundance in itself. But as you say, I mean, I could do sort of categories about you know, narcissists and things along these nature. But as I said, I'm sort of new to the awakening of what these type of people are. I mean, look at that. Look at the countryside, it is amazing, isn't it? But the only real understanding that I've got of people, I've had a lot of experiences, I've had a lot of trades, I've had a lot of jobs, things, I've been to places, I've seen things. There's two types of people. There's energy givers and there's energy takers. So I was watching a video recently about narcissism and how they call them covert narcissists, right? So what they do, they sort of have this somebody was recalling that they sort of function in the later seasons to the full moon, because it has something to do with the magnetic pull of the earth or things along that nature, and it causes people to be it gives the demon more power or something along those lines. But essentially, if you are chosen or you are an empath, your job is to be together with other people, and you're as a child, I was always told I'm very energetic, of lots of energy, and I found I have this high vibration about myself, and people feed off it. They feed off your energy. You become like a sort of power source to them, and this is why I have to spend long times in isolation, because I feel like the world drains my energy way too much, and I feel as though over time, being associated with these narcissists, you would find sort of like bad things would start happening, like you would probably start to get into like an accident, or you know, like one time maybe I saw somebody, they like cut themselves or something like that. But you start to see these like patterns going on, and but you have to just realise that it's all part of it, and but being chosen, you're just a target by the devil, basically. You're gonna get attacked from left, right, and centre. There's people which I thought would be a lot more caring and things like that, or they had my best interests in mind, and you find out that really they more so just their interest is more so geared towards their self and what they want, and you know, they want to extort you in some way of energy or some form of financial gain, or they might want to. A lot of narcissists don't have a sense of self, so it's like a sort of disease. It's like they want like your self to become part of them, so they sort of identify with you. Like in society, if you read the Bible and things like that, it'll say like there's an identity crisis, and all these agendas were pushed or about things and this and that. Yeah, so the narcissists, I feel like they've sort of hoovered like half of the earth, and all the humans which are energy givers, who are energy givers. So you've got different types of people. You've got some are chosen, but you've got old souls. So you've got chosen ones, and old souls are different, whereas you've got this see, all chosen ones are not old souls, but all old souls are chosen ones. So for somebody like myself, who's an old soul, my places that I go and things that I discover are always I mean, you always tend to get the short end of the stick. I mean, there's no two ways about it. People just try and rob you of your energy and your energy, but and resources for no reason at all. But as I said, I mean, when you start talking about this, I can't believe that I've been through and experienced these things. But yeah, you will see a lot of, if you're going through an awakening, when I was involved with a narcissist, you would start to see other narcissists, people with that trait. You would start to see sort of beings that weren't technically even people, but you can tell they're like entities, and there's all different ones. But your mind, if you're a chosen one, is developed in such a way where essentially you're one of the creators of the universe. So your mental and physical structure will be able to create what it wants, because the rapture has came, and you know, the flood has come, and it's wiping away the pollution of earth and all the falseness, and that's why people have been anointed to do certain things on the earth and carry out certain you know, certain jobs, and our energy is useful to help others up, but you know, it's one of them things. I haven't really delved too much into the old personal life, or say the reason how I ended up in certain predicaments. Possibly that'll be in a future video, but as I said, I'm still going through a healing process with certain things, and you know, it's a long process, and I've already been through it before. Lo and behold, I ran into these narcs again, and they tried really hard this time to take me out. They tried really hard, but as I said, I was lucky. I feel like certain predicaments happened in life, some sort of divine intervention to allow me to walk today and talk to you and share this story, because I remember a certain incident where another person got involved, who was, I believe God must have pushed must have pushed him in the way somehow to stop what was happening, because when I look back on it, there was no reason for that. But these predicaments happen, and you know, I just enjoy this life and the trees, the sounds, and everything. The days. That's how it is. I'll tell you what, you will come to understand a lot of things about. I never knew what this spiritual business was about, or I didn't even. As I said, I never grew up in a religious family or anything like that. But I have been told by religious people that knew that I was chosen, which is not an easy thing to be. People think, oh yeah, no, it's yeah, it's not an easy thing to be. People genuinely don't like it. But yeah, if you can sort of try and understand that, and you know, if somebody is seeking the truth, or they're trying to walk the narrow path and things like this, you know, other people aren't really gonna just be over the moon like about it, and people are very wary of you, and some people will just straight up not like you at all, and it's all part of it. But still, I tell you what, it's a really good place. I'm really loving this selfie stick. Like, if I could go to any other place where like I could use this selfie stick and it's some other country or something, and just start filming, like, that would be fantastic. But means this is getting on a bit long, I'm going to cut the video out and start another one. Ta-ra.